Make sure party audio is connected.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do a quick mic check. Mic check.
Hello.
Hello. I think we're good.
Yep, we're good. All right. We are ready to go. Finally. Hello, everyone. Welcome on board. We are here for episode 1 of the XRS Wheel to Wheel podcast. We're not joined by AK tonight, but we are joined by two guests. We have two longtime XRS veterans in Kart Racer and JW Reno. And a hello to you two.
Oh, hello, fan.
Hi.
Today we're going to be interviewing them a little bit, and we're going to be touching up on some XRS topics, and then maybe, who knows, maybe we'll debate later. Maybe Reno will find out how the Lions will get to victory. I don't know.
Oh.
We'll find out something. Okay, join us along for the ride here, as this is a new concept for XRS, and we hope to hold more of these in the future. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, let's start off with a question for you guys, okay? Just very simple. How did you guys get into XRS? Like, what was, how did, I know it was turned into, it was before PPRL, before XRS, so just how did you guys end up here? Whoever wants to go first, that's fine with me.
Kart,
I'll let
go
you
ahead.
go first. Oh, okay. I'll go. I'll go. Alrighty. Well, let's see. As a fan knows, we were both a part of this one league. It's I forget what it is now, but it used to be Red Solo Cup. I believe it still is. And their staff just was not a good staff. It was not fun. It seemed like every move that you made, it was just it was a little shady. It was like shady work going on, and I didn't like that. So I decided, hey, Fan was in PPRL, so is XRS now, and so was a couple of other friends, and I joined in pretty late. I want to say I joined late in one season. I think season 15 it was. And then my first full-time season, season 16, was when I started, but officially started, I should say. And that was a pretty interesting season. I know Dan and I had a lot of arguing. I think everyone recalls that one, don't they? It was a full-out war.
Right, and now Reno?
Well, I saw an Instagram ad a while ago, back when it was called PPRL. Messaged the account. I think it was run by Akesev at the time, which
Probably.
it explains a lot of the passive-aggressive responses. I'm kidding. And so I just joined in for a Daytona race. I think I started 6th, finished 6th. Perush picked me up on his team. And then I think like my third start, I did a Sonoma race, which I sucked at. And then I did the Daytona finale for the season that I joined in the middle of, and I ended up winning that one. Death Bro was the champ that year, but that's how I found it. And then some dude named Kart Racer, who was fast as all hell, came around and wanted to ruin it for everybody.
Well, not that fast.
Yeah, all right.
That season you were. That season you were.
Ironically, that was my
on
first
top of it.
win ever in any sort of multiplayer racing. I shouldn't say any. Obviously, messing around, I've won. But like legitimacy and like practice races, I got my first 3 wins in that.
Oh, that's ridiculous. It's got to be all that kart racing.
Well, it happens. As the previous owner of this league has said, I'm the best damn oval racer there ever was or is. however he did it.
Well, you're a little quick, I guess. It's fine.
Yeah, a little.
I'll forgive you.
Geez, I've only done what, like 2 actual full-time seasons, plus a mini season.
You won a championship somewhere in there too.
I won a couple.
Oh yeah, he's won 2. Yeah.
You won the mini season. That's all I know.
Yeah. No, I don't have it.
So you're both champions in a way. Reno.
In a way. I'm kidding.
In a way, yes, Reno. Hey, we were debating halfway through the mini season whether if whoever won the championship should be counted as a real champion.
And it's got to be the one that I win, of course.
I
Huh?
think I think it wasn't until because it was a 10 race season, and I want to say it wasn't until race 6 or 7 when we elected that okay, like whoever wins this championship, like it'll count as a real championship. Even though it wasn't officially labeled like season and blank number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a big, huge debate right there. With that. Oh,
I'll take it where you
no,
take it where you can get it.
no. Yeah, you only ran half a season and won it, so I mean, whatever.
I ran more than that.
Oh yeah, he ran more.
I think I made every race because it was middle
I'm
of
saying-
COVID. I
Practically,
didn't have
I'm
anything
saying
else
that
to do.
mini season was half a season.
Oh, I got it.
yeah, mini season was half season, yeah.
I
And
got it.
Reno, you ended up battling D-Dog, was it right? It was you and
Mhm.
him. Yeah,
Mhm.
came down to the final race, but ultimately came out on top.
Unfortunately.
Cart, have you ever needed to actually battle someone for one of your 2 championships?
For my first one, yeah, I had to battle
Oh, for your
Exif and his whole team, DBM. That was, like I
Oh
said, that
yeah,
was an
back when I
all-out
was on it.
war.
Yeah, back when I was on
Fan
it.
was sitting there yelling at me every race. He tried wrecking me for my first win. You know.
Hey, you did take me out once. I know you don't remember, but you took me out once. No, you did.
I don't think about.
You did.
I don't know about that.
No, you did. Car Racer Exposed on the Wheel to Wheel podcast. Yeah, took out Fan.
Oh, he's just butthurt. He hasn't won a championship in anything, or even won a race in the main series.
That is true. And that is why I'm hosting this podcast and the broadcaster now.
Oh, I'm allowed a couple of swears, right?
You are allowed, yes.
Okay, to an extent though.
Yeah,
All right.
you're allowed. I don't know if I'm going to do a rough count at the end of the episode, but you're allowed some.
All right. That's pretty
Thought he
damn
was gonna
cool.
I like how that was it. That was it.
I thought he was going to drop like 3 right there and be like, that's my limit. You're going to be, that's my limit going into it. All right, so you guys, obviously you guys have been around for a while now, though. You've been around for a while. Do you guys both plan on sticking around for a long time, or like, are any of you thinking about like, maybe I should only do like 1 or 2 more of these things and then I'm done?
I think for me personally, it just depends on when that new Forza game comes out.
Yeah.
It has gone through my head quite a bit lately, if I'm being completely honest. If I should call it quits, but I mean, man, I'd love showing up, even though I'm not like the greatest or anything, but I still
No,
love
by
showing
far
up.
not.
Oh, and I can't even finish the shit that I'm saying, and I gotta get my parade rained on.
Hold on, where's my checklist? There's one. Hold on.
Oh, but I mean, I have thought about it, and I'm getting to a point in life in general where a lot of things are going to be more important than showing up every Saturday night for for a racing league. So I can't tell you what the future holds, though. We'll see. I mean, I'd like to do it as long as I can, though.
I mean, I own it, so I co-own it, so I'm kind of stuck here. Unless I decide to give it all up to culture, but I think the league would kind of die. There's
He would
not
melt.
really the. Well, geez, one season like neither one of us had time to show up, so kind
Yeah.
of it almost died then, and kind of had to keep it alive.
As a little refresher to some of you who may watch this later and may not know, both Kart and Reno actually have a pretty significant role in XRS. Kart obviously being one of the co-owners of the league. He co-owns it along with JDMX Culture. And then Reno is a moderator for the league. So both of them have roles. Obviously, Kart plays a heavier role than Reno, but still Reno, he comes in clutch, being able to just help out with our Discord server occasionally, but also being able to help debate on penalties and stuff like that. But speaking of, maybe we can talk a little bit on that. With your guys' roles, that what you have in the league, it's a little bit of, like, what's the difference between just solely focusing on driving and now you have a responsibility on you guys?
Sad. It's sad. 'Cause I can't just hang out, man. I gotta sit there and be like, hey, you being bold. No, can't do that. Gotta be a good little boy or girl.
Man, I'll
Mostly
tell you
boys.
what.
Yeah, boys.
I don't. It's weird sometimes, because like you want to sit there and you want to give so and so hell for running into you a certain kind of way, and then you have to review a clip of something that they're submitting that somebody did to them. You're like, okay, I need to put that incident aside and look at this from a neutral perspective. So I mean, sometimes gets a little tricky, but it's nothing that's gonna affect anybody in the large or the bigger picture, rather.
Yeah, and I'm sure that that's obviously, it is probably tough sometimes being able to look at things as neutral as you can, but then also there are procedures for that. If the driver who then in question got a penalty of any kind, then we have the appeal system, which is when we send it to the appeals panel, if they actually get the appeal sent through, it'll make it to where it's a completely unbiased opinion because those people are completely anonymous. They don't know what's going on in the ins and out of XRS. They're not even in the Discord server, so they don't even see arguing and who's kind of a rival to each other. So there's a little bit of a balance there. But for you two, let's focus a little bit on your guys' careers in XRS. Obviously, we've gone over your championships and stuff like that. But what about you just this season overall? This season, for season 21. Kart, you have a win this season. Reno, not so much, but you're kind of running on the skin of your teeth here towards the end, hoping to still get into the playoffs.
Yeah, I won the opener.
Yeah, he won the...
Guess who I had to pass? Guess who I had to pass?
Yeah, the one who let you go to his inside.
No. Hey. A win is a win. Come on, man. Let me have my moment, all right?
Yeah,
That's all right. Daytona's the only track I can win at, anyways.
I believe
that's the
all
only
except
track you've
all except one.
Well, no, I
besides
won it.
Homestead.
I won at Homestead in the mini season, and then what was it? Last season
Indy.
at Indy, I had to
Yeah.
outrun Hawk. Man,
Yeah,
I'll
so
tell you what.
practically-
For you.
That car was
Practically all except the
hooked up.
Tigers.
That
All I
car at
remember,
Indy was
I was on
hooked
your
up.
team. I was
That
on
thing
your
was
team. We all had the same
incredible.
car.
Yeah,
I-
I managed you
Definitely
guys.
was.
That thing was insane. I mean, I wasn't very good on the restarts, but it was one of those things where I think we had like 5 to go in that race, and Hawk just, I mean, destroyed me on the restart, and I said, "Holy shit, Hawk, that was a nice restart." He goes, "You're gonna end up catching me anyways." I'm like, "I don't
There's
know,
number
we'll
two.
see." And I put him in the wall, I think.
So we can say, Reno, you had a strong start to the season, but now you're sitting in the 7th. In the
Yeah.
current standings, you have only 3 points to the good.
Mhm.
I don't know.
He's missed one race though. If he didn't
I
miss
thought
a
I
He
missed
has
race,
missed
he,
a race.
I thought I
I
missed more
missed-
than that. I don't know. I could be
He
wrong.
probably.
You
No,
left
because I think you
more
did
than
a
that.
started park. Because I
Yeah.
think you did a start in park earlier in the season. And for starting and parking, you
Oh.
technically still get points.
Yes, that's right. I
Yeah,
remember that
yeah.
now.
Yeah, because you only get points for starting the race. You don't get points for, or it's not like you need to finish the race in order to get points. Because we have ran into many issues in the past of drivers just having bad connections and not getting points.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Kart, you're vice versa, opposite end. You're sitting in second. You had a really good race over at the Miami road course, although it was bipolar. Uh, and what really helped to keep the points close up front is MVP not attending last weekend's race. This weekend and all the future races, now with it being a 4-point separation with the top 3, are you going to try and get your way up just so then you can have yourself a better cushion for the future?
I'm hoping for a win this weekend. That would
Mhm.
tomorrow would be great for a win, just so I get those 3 extra points. This schedule, I don't know why I even agreed to it. It kind of sucks. I won't lie to you.
That's a lot of road courses in a row.
Not even just road courses, but it's I don't mind road courses here and there and whatever, but you're constantly at this small track that we're deeming as a short track, and it's not good. Be honest with you, it's not fun because you gotta
Man,
sit there, you gotta drive the car, and it's that you gotta
okay, if you're
learn the
complaining about
track.
driving the car, I don't know why you're
No,
there.
on the track.
Oh,
On the
okay.
track that you're on, when you have to drive the car around, because I think this is a lighter car on the short track. It's still so much weight just getting thrown into the corner. And then our road course tune, oh my god, that's even worse.
Things a
That's
little
way more
ugly.
weight going into the corner, and it
Things a
pushes
little
so
ugly.
much.
It does. It does. What tune did we use for Indy? Let me look that up, because the Indy road course, was it the,
That was the road course tune.
Yeah, it was the
Was
road
it
course
That
really?
one
tune, yeah.
didn't feel so bad, but the others did. They felt a little bad.
Because listen, if Tython and
Hey,
Vanquish
it was a
didn't
new
show up to that,
concept. That is
if
true.
Vanquish and Tython did not show up to that Indy race, it was no contest. I didn't get past once. I finished third. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
it was the road course tune.
that didn't happen for me. That was I got taken
This,
out.
this schedule, I
Tumultuous.
can give insight to this schedule because me and Culture co-wrote the schedule. Me and him both came up with it,
I just approved
and
it.
yeah, Cart kind of just approved
Damn.
it. um, but
I
with
looked that up.
me and Culture, we were thinking about, okay, we were thinking if we want to go with very, very traditional or do we want to do something else? And we definitely wanted to go into different routes that XRS hasn't really gone into in the past, meaning this season was the first season we raced at Hockenheim, Le Mans, Spa, a bunch of these short tracks. We've raced at Top Gear before. But a lot of other tracks we hadn't raced before. And when we were doing preseason testing, the tunes were working out, and that's the only reason why we approved all these. So, we thought we made an interesting schedule, but obviously we can't change the schedule halfway through the season if some drivers have certain opinions on it.
If we do
And
Top Gear again,
everyone's
if
allowed
we
to have it.
if we do Top Gear again, I think we need to do the R880. Because that package was really racy when we did it at Top Gear.
Oh, with the .80.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah, Yeah.
telling you, the
personally
car that
like
I'm
it.
making while we're talking
I have
is like a sticker bomb. It looks just like Chick Hicks. I'm telling you, it's just black and red and blue. That's all it is, with a bunch of white stickers. This thing's just, oh, it's a mess. A hot mess, though. I will give it that.
All right, so here for a little bit of the last kind of couple so minutes, or maybe we'll say pretty much 10 minutes maximum of what we have left for time here. Let's move away from XRS stuff. What else are we guys interested in? Obviously, we're all into motorsport to a degree. We all watch NASCAR. I don't know if you guys also watch Formula One, IndyCar. Like, what else are we interested in sports-wise?
Oh, I'm into all of that. Formula One, IndyCar, football, a little bit of basketball, baseball. Hockey I can't get behind. It's just oh, I hit you hard but hit puck with stick. Um what else
That's
we got?
awesome. I like that.
That
I'm gonna tell my
yeah,
coworker that.
yeah, that's a nice take right there.
um I mean, I'm 100% convinced that my Lions are going to make an NFC championship at the bare minimum. Jalen Ramsey's going to be a Lion. Maybe even Bobby Wagner. We're all going to have a great time down at Ford Field. Speaking of Ford, oh, I could go on a Ford story, but I'll let Cart go first.
Oh boy. Are we sure?
Oh boy.
I mean, if you want me to, I can real quick.
I'm
Alright.
just
it's on
saying
you.
this right now. The only sports I'm interested in, and I'm really don't even follow it. I just was kind of there. Besides, I was a wrestler in high school, and then, you know, graduated, and now I'm old. Not too old, but
You tried to be John Cena and failed. Gotcha.
no, I didn't. I didn't fail. No, God, no. If I failed, I probably wouldn't be alive. Dad would have killed me, man. No, COVID hit that year, which really
Mhm.
threw everyone inside, and I was kind of just stuck. I was lucky that I was able to get it, but I was only 7 wins away from my 100 wins and joining the 100 win club, which sucked, but
Hmm.
whatever. And other than that, I pretty much do real life racing as stated in my name.
Oh yeah, folks. Him having kart racer in his actual name being kart racer. Yeah, no, that's not a fun like innuendo. Like like it's meaningful to me. No, he actually does race karts IRL.
Yeah, I'm
So
cool like that, you know.
Shut up.
no, no, shut up. No,
We actually got another kart racer, just his name's Panda. That's it.
Oh yeah,
There you
that
go.
is true. Panda, yeah, Panda. He also races IRL karts. I don't believe anyone else does.
If I
I
could, I
think
would.
We had one other person, and I know
yeah, there was
Jacob or
one other.
Jakeem, he's trying to get into it. He was texting me a lot about it, actually.
Trying to get into it. He's already part of a NASCAR team though.
I know. I don't know how he's gonna make that work. Probably like a Wednesday race. I don't know, Wednesday night race, maybe.
Huh.
It'd be hard for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, Jankum, he works on a NASCAR Xfinity Series team. I forget the actual name of the team.
Colleague?
What's the name?
Colleague? No,
Oh,
it's
he
not
works for
that.
Colleague
Oops.
now? Oh
No,
no.
I
No,
don't think.
no.
No, it's not
I don't know
Colin.
why that came to mind.
It's
DGM.
DGM, yeah.
DGN.
DGM.
Okay.
I knew it was something weird. Oh my
Something weird,
god,
but
it
hey,
sounds like
he's on a NASCAR
DBM.
team.
He's turned to the
Probably
dark side.
probably good that they don't run Fords.
Hey, didn't they used to a while ago? I always thought they
No.
did. Oh,
What'd you say, fan?
What's you in Fords right now? You trying to get a
Oh.
Ford story? You trying to get it out? What are you doing?
Listen. I got this beef with Ford, okay, and I've got a good story to
Uh-huh.
go with it, okay? I've not had
Okay.
one good experience with Ford, okay?
Uh-huh.
I
stand
take
by
that back. I had one, okay? My mom
No.
won Teacher of the Year one year. and her prize was picking out a free lease for 2 years from a local Ford dealership. She picked out a Mustang. That thing was sweet. Took it to prom. It was great. It was the only good Ford experience I've had. Okay, so
Mhm.
I work at a cleaners and whatnot, so we do a lot of deliveries, and we've got some Ford Transits, and I swear to God, there's something new with those damn things. Every time you drive them, whether it's the brakes grinding, the sway bars going bad, something. It's just something dumb, okay? So my belief that Ford is just not superior got cemented this last summer, right?
Hmm.
I've got staying up north is very obscure to people who don't live in Michigan, but um, anyway, so my family's got this cabin about 3.5 hours north of where I'm at. It's in the middle of the woods. It's great. I love it. So we had a bunch, my brother and I, we had a bunch of our buddies up there. One of them comes up in a Ford Escape, and that thing's making so much damn noise coming down this quiet, woodsy area. He pulls up. I'm like, buddy, what's going on with your Escape? And like, I'd been several drinks down waiting for everybody to show up. He's like, it just makes a whole lot of noise. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, hey,
That's
listen,
awesome.
I've had a lot to drink, and I need you to take me to the hardware store because I don't even remember what I was going for. Um, I really don't know. He had he had to go buy a tent, so he's like, yeah, that's fine. I gotta go buy a tent. So we're driving down this road in the middle of nowhere to get to the downtown area of the place that we were nearby. And so I'm like, man, this thing doesn't sound like it's shifting at all. What's going on with that? He goes, yeah, I mean, the transmission's a little messed up, but she still goes. She still goes. I'm like,
What year was this?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. It wasn't even that old. Couldn't have been more than
So,
10 years old.
so like a
So I'm like, are you,
2013 maybe?
probably somewhere in that neighborhood. So I'm like, what's going on? And he lets go of the wheel. He goes, watch this. He lets go of the wheel. The thing about takes us all the way into the other side of the road. And I'm like, dude, what is going on with your alignment? He goes, oh, I know. She keeps going, though. I'm like, she's not going to keep going. The wheels feel like they're going to fall off. So, anyways, we get up to the store. We get all
I
the
don't
stuff
think
that we
that's a
need.
Ford issue. I think that's just an owner issue.
It
I
very well
think
could be. It very well could be. But
from the
he
sounds
said
of him, he
he
sounds like he doesn't
well, no,
care.
like he's a big car guy. He takes care of his stuff. It's just it's a long drive for this thing, right? So, anyways, we all have a good time for the weekend, and we all have to drive home and stuff, and it's raining like crazy. So, uh, I was driving with this other friend of mine. His girlfriend was in the car with us because she couldn't fit in the car with them. So she gets a call from the guy who owns the Ford. She's like, "Oh my gosh, are you guys okay?" She puts her phone down. Like, what's going on with them? She goes, "They're stranded in like in the middle of they're like an hour and a half away from us." I'm like, I can't turn around and save them. I mean, I don't know what to do about that. So I call my buddy with the Ford. I'm like, "Hey man, what's going on? Are you okay?" He's like, "Well, we're stranded. Not going anymore." I'm like, "What happened to it?" And he goes, "Well, fucking thing's out of coolant." Like, what do you mean it's out of coolant? He goes, "Oh yeah, we're trying to get her to crawl to a hardware store right now. 'Cause I have to keep starting it and shutting it down because the damn thing keeps leaking coolant and it's overheating." And I'm like, how are you just leaking coolant? It doesn't make any sense. So they didn't get home until about midnight. Kid's dad had to go out there and haul the thing back. I felt so bad for him, but it's one of the better phone calls I've gotten, man. It was hilarious. Anyways, it was a Ford. End of story.
It was a Ford. End of
To
story.
sum in short, it was a Ford. End of story.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Now, wrapping up here, going into the final little bit here. Great story, though. Great story. Um, let's go into some predictions. One hot take that will happen before the end of the season. So one hot take. It can be champion. It can be a playoff outcome. One hot take from each of you.
That's
Panda
hard.
wins his first career race in the playoffs.
Panda wins in the playoffs. First career race in the playoffs. Huh.
He's starting to get it.
I'm gonna go for a long shot here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say Panda is close to making the Final Four. I'm not gonna say he's gonna make
Whoa.
it in, but I'm gonna say
So
he's
you're
gonna be
saying
like, he's gonna be like
he's going to be like
around
fifth.
10 points away from that
So you're gonna
final spot.
Yeah, so you're going to say pretty much he's going to be like fifth, sixth, like just outside the final four.
Yeah.
All right, so both of your takes involving Panda here.
Kid's figuring it out. Seriously, he's getting
Yeah,
pretty
no.
quick.
He's doing very good for all that he's, been around. Like,
Mm-hmm.
won't deny that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Panda. He's been around for a while. His gamer tag used to be Mini Panda. He tries to he disgraces that name now, Mini Panda. But
I think I'm gonna switch my name to that.
you're
Throw everyone off.
gonna throw everyone off.
Or
And
bigger Panda. I don't know.
bigger Panda.
We'll figure it out.
That could work.
Bigger
Except
Panda.
he's gonna be taller than me. That's gonna be weird. I'd become Mini Panda after a while.
All right, now we'll do one more thing here. Set your final four. Who do you guys got as your guys' final four?
Oh, is Vanquish going to be doing playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we
Throw
can
him
throw
in there.
him in there. MVP is going to be in there. That's 2 spots. Kart, you're probably going to be in there. You know what? Who says I won't catch fire before the end of the season? I'll throw me in there.
Okay, so
I w-
Reno's final four prediction: Vanquish, MVP, Kart, and himself.
Is that the order?
Yeah, is that the order, or do you want to put that in a different order? Who?
Yeah,
He's
sure.
gonna put
That's
me
the
in
order.
back.
That's the
Oh,
order.
no.
Okay, okay. So if that's the order, then Vanquish is the champion. Kart
Oh,
race.
I didn't. I thought it meant like getting into the Final Four. But if you're talking championship run, oh, that's gonna be tough.
What does it
It's
end
always
on? An
up in the
oval?
air. Yeah, it ends at Homestead. Ends at Homestead. And the way the point format works, no one can be guaranteed on points. They can have a really good advantage on points, but they're not going to get a guarantee. Because let's say somebody wins out those 4 races, they're only going to get 4 bonus points heading into Miami. And there's a
gotta end
5-point separation between first and second.
We got to end
The
one of these
only
things
way
at
that I
Daytona.
can see them getting a guarantee would be if they got pole at Homestead. Then they'd have +5.
Then you would have that +5. But that's a lot to do. That's a lot to do. That means you would need to win Road America East Route, Watkins Glen, Sebring for the second rain race this season, and that rain race is in the playoffs. And then finally need to win at Indy Oval. And then you need to qualify and pole for Homestead. So that's practically 5 weeks of momentum that you need to try to put in there. So very much.
I'm definitely gonna say MVP and Vanquish are definitely in.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw myself in there because I think I'm gonna be good with points.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And who you got as that last?
It really depends on who makes it. Who else makes it in, really. I mean,
Because if the
I'm gonna
playoffs
go
ended
with-
today, you have Culture, Panda, D-Dog, Reno, and Tython all eligible. And then
off-road
off-road.
makes it with the, yeah.
with the 9th spot, yeah.
I'm gonna, he's gonna be 10 points behind. I'm gonna go with the off-road if he's able to get that 9th spot. I'm gonna say off-road. And
Okay.
probably in the order.
It's tough. Like, even though Vanquish and MVP, they have the most wins this season, with the way this championship format works, it can make it to where the championship can really come down all the way to the last lap, as it did last season. Last year, it came down to the last lap.
You know what? If off-road makes it, I think he'll be a champion.
If Off-Road makes
I
the Final Four, he'll be champion.
yeah.
Wow. A lot of confidence. Thank you for
That's
putting
my
confidence in
play
my
because
job.
he's really good at Homestead. He is really good at Homestead. I'm pretty good too,
yeah.
but he gives me a good run. And Vanquish and MVP, man, they figured out Homestead. Just that they got that little bit of edge. So that's tough. That is definitely a tough one.
For sure, a tough one to settle out here. And looking at the time, we are running a little bit close to the end here. So I think we're going to wrap this up here. Thank you to you two for being here as episode 1 guests. You guys were the very first guests. So, I mean, do you feel anything from that? No?
Best
You'll probably be a
episode.
guest next week?
Nobody's beating it.
Exactly. You have two
No one's
shift
gonna beat
guys
it.
in here, you know. Nothing better than shift. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure we have the most championships too.
Hey, now.
Because of you.
Not just because of me. ARR had the most championships, but I mean, it got turned over to you to Trackhouse, so they have 2.
Mm-hmm.
Or used to.
Used to, yeah.
But
Alright,
yeah,
but
Trackhouse has 2 to their name. I think we have 3. We have 2.5 at least.
2.5.
It just hit me. You ass.
And what was it? Whatever D-Dog's or Sunday's team was. I think it was Redline Racing. They got a championship.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you to you guys. Good luck to you guys. Looking forward here at Homestead for race 16.
You'll be talking to me then.
And
Okay.
and then obviously good luck to both of you for the rest of this season. So thank you guys for coming along, and a big thanks to AK, even though he's not here. AK, he is the producer of this podcast, and he is kind of the founder of the Wheel to Wheel podcast. So obviously XRS and him coming together in this collaboration. Not able to be here for this episode, mainly because he is out of town right now. As he won't be here the next few weeks, actually. I believe this week and next week he won't be here. And so yeah, he'll be gone for a while, but then when he returns, he'll be back, full swing, podcast, me in the booth. So it'll be fun, and it's getting close, especially with that 8 points right now separating pretty much 5th through 8th for the cutoff for the championship. So very, very fun, very, very looking forward to it. So yeah, I think that'll wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much once again for being here for episode 1.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.